What's next? So you saw that a separate self is an illusion. You had an experience. You suddenly see life, the world, and yourself differently. The next question that arises is, what's next? What to do with all this knowing that everything is happening by itself? One thing to note here is that your experience is unique and is perfect for you. There is no way to compare your experience with somebody else's, and their experience is unique to them. There might be similarities in how life unfolds, and it is nice to connect with people that know what you are going through from their experience. But still, focus on your experience alone. So once the initial seeing happens, that can be followed by being high on life, going through intense purging, losing all motivation to continue what you were interested in. More questions, doubts, and explorations. The dark night of the soul, complete surrender, and so on. No recipe would fit everyone, but there is a common thing running through all our lives, and that is fighting what is. The next thing is to end the fight with what is. So you see all the patterns of thought, feelings, and behavior. They continue to play out. The character is still here. Selfish character traits are still here. Intense emotions still come up, and the show continues. And although there is an opening and seeing the changing states as something that is happening, there is also a wish for a better experience. We can call it in many ways, like a hope for a happier ever after, everlasting peace, nirvana, bliss, the joy of being, no more negative people, challenging situations or unwanted emotions, complete freedom, unity, love. That wish is experienced as a resistance to what is, as a feeling of lack, as a deep longing that cannot be shaken off. The experience of life may be full of complaints about what is happening. The satisfaction with people, situations, and yourself. Many beliefs say what should be, what this experience should look like, and what should not be happening. There are opinions about how my relationship should look like, how my health, body, finances, spiritual experience should be. At the end of this video, I will share a very practical and down-to-earth exercise what to do with these shoulds and shouldn'ts, so be sure watching till the end. Okay, so what's next? Brace yourself. Next is a huge cleanup operation. This time with conscious awareness of any impulse to fight what is. You can recognize the inner fight by a surge of energy that feels like rejection, complaining, pushing or pulling, trying, denying, and all different shapes and forms of just not being still and content. Not being at peace equals fighting. And we can't fight to achieve peace. We can end the fight, and peace is here. Hands up, surrender, no more fighting. Peace is here right now. Only thoughts and feelings are not allowing it to be openly felt. There are disturbances in the mind and emotional waves, including self-punishment, resentment, deep feeling of being unsafe, feeling unloved, unnoticed, unable to express, needing to control onto anything just to feel a temporary relief from all this inner tension. It is evident that in this age, we cannot sit still and do nothing for a longer time. For some, it may be impossible to sit still for 1 minute. There is a constant need to do something, to fix something, to see what's next, to stimulate the mind. Because being on your own by yourself with yourself is too intense. It may take courage to face and be honest about how and what you truly feel. It takes even more courage to allow those deep feelings to be here, unjudged, unadjusted. And I'm not even saying anything about having the courage to express and share how you feel. There can be an inner conflict that shows up as an inability to feel emotions because they are too intense, And that intensity feels like danger. So there is a protection mechanism that stops these emotions from expressing, and all that takes a lot of energy. That's a lot of pressure, and it's exhausting. Cleaning up looks like questioning beliefs, noticing judgments, feeling deep emotions, and allowing all to be as it is. Interestingly, resistance feels like tightening, hardening, and it shows up with a narrative about me, the one that is resisting, the one who is seeking to make the unacceptable experience better. This is all too normal in human life, seeking pleasure, avoiding pain, seeking peace by fighting. With knowing that you are not the character, that you are here seeing, observing, witnessing character playing out its roles, there is space to allow all the patterns to flow as they are, and with that, you become conscious of the unconscious, and with that, the patterns self-transform. Conscious observing influences the observed. Focused attention is the electricity of change. What does that mean in practice? You already know that life is unfolding. You are here knowing that you are, and all of that is happening. When you can sit still and just watch what is arising, where attention is naturally going to. You can see that thought, that emotion that is presently here asking for attention. Give attention to it freely. Meet it as it is. It's okay to end the fight with what is and start watching and living whatever life is presently showing up as. Even if you want its experience to be different, this experience is here. There is the experience of what it's like to be dissatisfied. You want something else. That is the experience. See it as it is. Here is a metaphor. You are watching a movie on a screen and knowing that the movie is not for you to control. It's for you to be enjoyed. You are not deciding what happens next. The movie evolves and you are not acting or directing it. You are experiencing it with all the emotions. You get immersed in it and you get to feel. Naturally, you know it's a movie and you don't need to fight what is happening on the screen. Let's bring this metaphor to the movie called Your Name. This is a 360 full immersion experience with color, sound, taste, smell, touch, sensations, feelings, thoughts. Every day is a new episode in the drama show and you don't know what happens, but you think this movie is for you to control. And you take the job seriously. You try and fail and cry and fall and get up again trying to manage the movie. But the movie here is uniquely for you, about you to be experienced. Life is an experience of being a human, a person among other people. This is what the experience is like, and it can be experienced without fighting it or complaining about it. Let me ask you this. What do you get from fighting what is? It's definitely not peace. It's tension, right? And you can be here now with and without the tension. Tension is optional. You can experience life as it is with the tension, so you know what it's like. And you are also free to experience life as it is, being okay with it all. We normally think that for me to be okay, the world and the others need to change. But here is the thing. To be okay or not is an inner choice. All experiences are okay, neutral, until they are judged to be otherwise. The exit from fighting lies in these questions. Are you willing and open to end fighting what is? Are you willing and open to see what it's like in everyday living? Are you ready to end fighting what is? And are you ready now? You can notice your inner yes or no, and you know where you are at. Are you at peace right now? Is anything in the way of being at peace? Yes? Can you be at peace with that? Can you be okay with that? Yes, right here, right now. Are you ready to give up all the struggle that comes with wanting to control and manage what is? Are you willing to face patterns of righteousness, pride, specialness? Are you willing to meet fear, anger, rage, despair, deep darkness, and face them with the warmth of peaceful attention? The process of undoing of mind creating conditions for happiness is likely to last for years, and it's okay. Patience is a friend that will assist when it's tough, as well as knowing that all states are impermanent. And little by little you feel more peace as you lose ideas of how the experience should look like. I don't know how the experience should look like, therefore I'm open to see how it is. A down-to-earth exercise that is very helpful at any day, at any stage of the journey, is making a list of all that you think that should be. Should or shouldn't? This is a self-inquiry exercise that helps to clear away expectations. We have a long list of what we expect from ourselves, life, and other people, and that list operates unconsciously. It colors our view of the world and we believe it. And if we take it seriously, that's the source of pain. Unmet expectation shows up as suffering and fighting. So it's good to look at how the expectations get created and clear them. Imagine your mind is like a garden. There are varieties of cultures, patterns of thoughts and emotions and behavior. Some thoughts are like flowers, beautiful and enjoyable. Some are like nourishment. Some are like punishment, and so on. So this mind garden can be tended and cleaned up by observing thought patterns and questioning them. Let's take the thought patterns of should and shouldn't. They are like weeds in the mind garden. They multiply and can grow quickly, and the flowers are no longer visible. Time to time it is a good idea to check for the new, fresh should and shouldn'ts as they come up in unnoticed by simply accepting suggestions without checking the truth of them. All the thoughts that say life should be different, others should be different, I should be different, I should be feeling different, or life should not be like this, others and I should not be like this. All these thoughts are the weeds in the garden and an expression of expectation. The list can be very long and it can be running unnoticed. One way to see your list is to write it all down on a piece of paper. What shoulds and shouldn'ts can you find? Like, life should be fair, my boss should be kind, I should not eat sugar, they should be doing something different, I should be more spiritual and more positive, I should not be getting angry, I should not express my anger. Free your mind and spell it all out for yourself. Be honest and truthful. Once you get it all written down, have a look at the mind garden weeds and see if any of these statements are true. Is it true that life should be fair? Is it true that I should be more spiritual? After examining the shoulds closely, you can notice that some of them can be replaced with the word want, and it already has a much more enjoyable feel to it. Like, I should be more positive can be seen as I want to be more positive. I should eat healthily, I want to eat more healthy. Sometimes the language itself is a pressure, and just changing one word can ease the tension. I want to exercise and I'm open to it is much more peaceful than a forceful I should be exercising. And with this new statement, I want to exercise and I can go and exercise, or not. It no longer feels like punishment. There is a room for healthy self-discipline and healthy way to meet life as it shows up. When you stop complaining and fighting, you are open to receiving and appreciating life's gifts. With that, there is more peace, gratitude, feeling okayness, being comfortable in your own company. Much desired peace is waiting for you to say yes to it. Yes to surrender. Yes to ending the fight right now. And with ending the war with what is, all flows as it did. Life continues with challenges, adventures, and various experiences. And there is trusting the flow, trusting that all is well, all is as it should be, because it already is. Enjoy life, have fun, explore all states, allow it all to be as it is, and you are where you want to be the most, comfortable in your own skin, appreciating life. For more helpful ways on how to deal with resistance, you can watch my other videos. You will find the links in the description. Thank you for watching till the end. Please share in comments what is your experience of cleaning up. What did you find the most useful? Maybe other readers will find it useful too. Share, like, and subscribe to get this message reach more people. May all beings be free of suffering and find inner peace. I'll end with this, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.